The founder of Conquer Wall Street. And I want to make a short video for you because we are launching some brand new strategies in our membership area, our trading systems, specifically Trendmaster Pro, TrendSync Pro, and Momentum Matrix Pro. I know we have some members that are going to be watching this video, and we have some people who are not familiar with Conquer Wall Street. So I will give a brief overview of the additions, and I will also give a brief overview of the strategies that we are adding to each of these systems. But before I begin, it is important for you to know that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Conquer Wall Street itself is not is not an investment advisory service. Please do your own research when considering any of these products. You should also know that these are based on mechanical trading systems. Past performance that is shown within this video does not guarantee that they will produce the same results in the future, as these are back tested for limited time periods. Also, here's what you should know about Conquer Wall Street: that we create easy to follow end of day trading strategies. We have 3 different types of trading strategies, and we have many different assets that we trade with those strategies. The first strategy that we have is called Trendmaster Pro. It is for those who like to trade on a long-term basis, months to years. We have systems for the S&P 500. We have systems for the gold sector. We have systems for Microsoft and Apple and Magnificent Seven stocks. So it's a great way to invest on a long-term basis in very easy to follow signals. And then we also have TrendSync Pro, which is a strategy that is shorter term. It typically holds positions from a week or two up to maybe a month, month and a half. And it makes its signals based off of the long-term trend of an asset, plus whether or not there is short-term momentum. And then finally, there's our best systems, which are Momentum Matrix Pro. And they use a combination of long-term and short-term momentum to make short-term trading signals that are easy to follow after the market closes as well, of the typical holding period of a few days to a few weeks. These new strategies that we're introducing are focused on select stocks and exchange traded funds. So here's the additions that we're adding to the systems we already have. Trendmaster Pro, our long-term trading systems, will get 3 brand new long-term trading strategies. That would be for Tesla, Broadcom, and Nvidia. And that is exciting because we've gotten a lot of requests from our members that they would like to be more involved in the artificial intelligence space. So Broadcom and Nvidia are big players in artificial intelligence, and Tesla is a big player in electric vehicles and energy and battery storage and satellites and all sorts of things that are evolving technologies. And then when it comes to TrendSync Pro, we are adding those swing strategies to Broadcom and Nvidia. And then Momentum Matrix Pro will get 2 exchange traded funds, one for the gold miners exchange traded fund, and the other for the semiconductor holders, which also hold a ton of artificial intelligence companies within that portfolio of the exchange traded fund. So what should you know about our suite of strategies that we have at Conquer Wall Street? Pretty much is that they are easy to follow. They are systems that we release via email at the end of the day after the stock market closes. I am in the eastern coast of the United States near New York City. So the stock market here closes at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And after the stock market closes, we send out email alerts to all of our members. That would look something like this. This one's for Trendmaster Pro. And we just tell members, for the open of the stock market the next day, are there any systems that are on buy signals, sell signals, near buy or sell signals, or near profit targets? Because our members set limit orders to sell when they hit profit targets, and they also will open positions to close on the market open the next day, and then we back test those results. Here you can see some recently closed trades This is just for TrendSync Pro, but you can see we have a lot of trades that we closed recently, just since August and September, that you can take a look here. It shows us where we entered, what price we entered at, and it also shows you the day that we exited, and if we had a profit or loss for those strategies. Here's a nice example I'll give to you all of what Trendmaster Pro looks like. This is a long-term trading strategy. This is for Bitcoin. You can see a band on this price chart of Bitcoin. That is a price volatility adaptive band to identify rapid changes in the trend of the asset. And what's nice about that, if you look at the chart, you'll see we've highlighted arrows on here. The far left shows an arrow pointing to a green buy ribbon. When that green buy ribbon came out, we notified all of our members via email that when the Bitcoin chart flips over to the next day, that we're going to enter a long position. And we told everybody at that time what all 3 profit targets would be. And you can see there's 3 additional arrows that indicate 1, 2, 3, that Bitcoin hit 3 profit targets. We reduced our risk until the arrow on the far right is when we exited before that big decline in the price of Bitcoin that we're experiencing right now. We got out with a nice gain. And now we're waiting for a new buy signal in Bitcoin to emerge on Trendmaster Pro. And we'll have more capital to buy on our next purchase. And here's the historical results for Bitcoin. You can see quite easily here, if you zoom in on this chart, you'll see that Bitcoin over the last 10 years has a back-tested profitable trades of 90% winning trades and a profit factor of 2.743. Here is our Trendmaster Pro for the new system for Tesla, and you can see that it entered a buy signal earlier this year, back in May. And it hit 3 profit targets already, and it's still long in its position for Tesla. And like I said, this is a new system, so it will be added to the members area with updates to follow. Here's the back-tested results for Tesla. You can see that it produced 83% profitable trades over 10 years with a profit factor of 2.883. And here is Broadcom, 92% profitable with a profit factor of 8.581. And Nvidia, which is also being added, has a 90% profitable trade history with a profit factor of 5.383. And then next up, we have our TrendSync Pro trading system. You can see the oscillator on the bottom. The center line of that oscillator is currently green, and that just indicates that for Broadcom, which we have the example here, that it is in a long-term uptrend. So TrendSync Pro looks for oversold conditions within a dominant long-term uptrend, and it enters into buy signals. And you can see we've highlighted a few there where we made 2 purchases, dollar cost averaged in, and we sold for a nice profit. And you can see that Broadcom has been wash, rinse, and repeating that process on this chart, where it is bought and sold for a profit at least 3 times. Historically, back-tested, it produced 72% profitable trades over the last 10 years with a profit factor of 3.408. And here is Nvidia, 70% profitable trades, 3.889 profit factor. And finally, I'll keep this video short. Here is Momentum Matrix Pro. This is long-term momentum by the histogram in the back of the oscillator. And then the yellow line is a short-term momentum oscillator. You can see when that short-term gets oversold and the long-term momentum oscillator is trading above the 50 level. It provides long entries. The Semiconductor Exchange Traded Fund, as we have an example of our new strategy, has just entered 2 long positions on the bottom dip that we received in the semiconductor space. And it looks like it's in a profitable position. And you can see in the arrow on the far right, it is in overbought territory. So it will be exiting that position shortly for what looks like it should be a nice profit. So we're also adding the Gold Miners Exchange Traded Fund to our Momentum Matrix Pro, and that is a 76% profitable back-tested strategy with a profit factor of 3.029. And that's all I have. If you have any questions, you're always able to reach out to our support team at conquerwallstreet.com. And if you'd like to see the results of all of our trading systems, you can find that at the web address on your screen, which is conquerwallstreet.com/about, or you can click on the link in the description to this video. That's all I have for you today. Stay sharp and prosper.